think I'm getting a bite. You guys can't see it, probably. There we go. All right. Let's see what I caught here. Exactly what I'm looking for. A bullhead. Ha ha ha. These are smaller than the ones I caught a few days ago, but I need these guys. I've got a flathead catfish trip coming up, and in May, June, July, or at least the end of May, flatheads are spawning or getting ready to spawn. And this guy right here is the absolute enemy of a flathead catfish. Perfect. Now I'm going to get him unhooked, put him in my cooler, and show you guys what bait I'm using. He's hooked pretty deep, so I'm just going to leave the hook in him for now. It should spit it up. Now the bait I'm using is a new flavor of the Blue River Carp catfish bait. It's the crayfish scented invasive carp. He basically takes invasive carp, cuts it up, puts different scents on it, puts it in these nice resealable packages, and sells them. For me, it's worked. It doesn't work for everybody, but you know, fish have to be in the area to eat your bait anyway. Not saying that there's no fish in the area. There hasn't been anything here for about an hour. I've actually been here an hour, no bites. It got dark. Now the bullheads are starting to come in the area, which is what normally happens at this spot. And I'm not using my big hooks. I'm using my small bait boss hooks, which I use for shiners and minnows. I don't mind catching the smaller bullheads because they work just as good as the bigger ones. Now, of course, after saying all that, that might end up being my only bullhead I catch tonight. But there's the hook. These are bait boss hooks. They're basically miniature Team Catfish double action circle hooks. I think this is size 4. I really like them. They may be made by Daiichi. Let me know in the comments below if there's a Daiichi equivalent to this hook. Now that line is acting weird now too. Let's see if there's a fish on here. Nope. Maybe it was a little grass. There's a lot of grass in the water. A lot of wood in the water. But this is the bait I'm using. Just 2 tiny chunks. I had 1 chunk on here and then I decided to put a second one on because I actually want to try to catch, a bullhead. A lot of people like to gob of night crawlers to catch bullheads, which is, a possibility too. And also, yes, I brought the Team Catfish fiber nuggets too. I'm a little bit affiliated with Blue River Carp. If you go to the Blue River Carp website and use Billy10, you can get 10% off your purchase there. I'm not affiliated with Team Catfish anymore, but I still use their products. And as you saw in my last video, it worked. I just not using it now because I'm using tiny hooks, and it's a lot easier to cut a small piece of this invasive carp than to mess with the dough bait. Now let's hope I can get another bullhead or 2 or 3. I'm just taking some small scissors and just kind of nipping off the edge. This stuff will last forever if you only go for bullheads and channel cats. If you're going for bigger fish, I would suggest using the whole thing. Alright, a gob of invasive carp. That one piece may fall off because there's no skin attached to it. The skin of these carp are incredibly tough. And that's what keeps it on the hook really well. And I'm just at a creek here on a newer kayak launch. And I've caught bullheads here before, and I've heard of others catching bullheads here before too, before and after they put this dock in. The only thing that concerns me is they have messed up a lot of this creek putting in sewer pipes. And that was pretty much like last year. But as you just saw, I got a bullhead. Maybe I'll be able to get a couple more. It looks like my line is moving on the right one. It was like straight out, now it's to the left. Oh, hello. Oh. Okay. And a snag. I want to walk to the other side to see if I can pull it out. There we go. Works almost every time. Still got enough bait on there. Just going to put it right back out. Well, I'd be getting my lines crossed. I think most of the fish I've caught here have been out in the creek. And I've been snagged at that spot on the right side multiple times today and in the past. There's some type of wood or something in the water there that I keep getting in. Typical for a creek. Now I do keep checking on my bullhead because he's got the hook still in him. And when I said earlier that he might spit it up, I got that from Chris Flores with Muddy River Catfishing. Whenever he'd catch bluegills, he said that if he had to cut the line and put them in his bait tank, they would eventually spit up the hooks. I've had that happen a couple of times as well with bluegills. Now, this is a bullhead catfish, and that's a circle hook, so I don't know if he will spit it up. If anything, if he survives, he's going to be bait anyway. So let's see if he's actually spit it up yet. Oh, he's still alive and kicking really good. Oh yeah. Let's see if I can show him to you guys on the camera here. Well, he's sitting there chilling now. I think he'll be okay. Now, it would be nice if I could get at least one more bullhead tonight. For me, this is a work night, so I've probably got maybe 45 more minutes before I have to call it. Now, I do want to ask you guys this. Do you want me to do more videos like this? I need to catch more bullheads. I'll probably name this video that. And yellow bullheads, they, as you can see, can be very finicky. Maybe I'd have a better chance with worms or liver. However, this is what I've got right now, and I mean, it caught a bullhead. And because it's resealable, I'm going to continue using this bait, trying it at other spots where I've caught bullheads before. I tell you what, this might be a better indicator to show that you want me to record me chasing more bullheads. Hit that thumbs up, hit the like button. If I get a whole lot of likes on this video, I will definitely continue to film myself hopefully not getting skunked fishing for bullheads. Or hit that thumbs down if you don't want me to, and feel free to leave a comment. That will definitely let me know if you want me chasing small catfish or big. Which the vast majority of my videos, I am chasing big catfish, not always catching them. Alright. Let's see if any drop by. Well, the one thing I could have used tonight would have been a bite indicator. I cannot see my rods without using a little flashlight. I did have some like glowy ones a while back, and I might have to get them again. They worked pretty good, and I've used them to catch bullheads. And I think it's green, and then when it shakes it turns red when it's on the tip of the rod. I can't remember, but it's something really generic that a lot of different people, you know, wrap up and call their own, like rig wrap. Rig wrap has these bite indicators, along with a bunch of other cool stuff that they've given me in the past. I also have a couple of bells too, and I could have brought those. I forgot them. Anyway, I was hoping that this would be more than one fish tonight, but it looks like that's all it's going to be, one fish. Which is fine. My flathead trip is not till closer to the end of the month, and keeping flatheads alive is pretty easy. The other two flatheads that I caught in that other video, I've been feeding them dead minnows, and I tell you what, I put a dead minnow in there, they chomp it right down. So they're eating pretty good right now, and I expect this guy to eat pretty good too. Now, the minnows in the water here have been chomping on my bait. I've got very little left. When I first arrived here, there were thousands of minnows in the water. I probably should have brought a minnow trap to trap some of them. And this is being very difficult to get off the hook, which is normal. That's why it stays on for such a long time on the hook. And this stuff does smell like crawfish, but it's not too terribly oily. I've worked with worse, especially, you know, chicken liver. I really don't like using chicken liver. There we go. I got it off. I don't know if I said it earlier. These are the combos I like using for crappie, trout. I've caught up to 30-pound stripers on these. This is 8-pound line. That small hook you can put a shiner or minnow on, and just a split shot. It's a Sea-Mar combo. I think it's the 3000 size Sea-Mar. Uh-oh. Do I have something? I was pulling it in. Well, I'm dragging it in, whatever it is. Huh. Oh, stickfish. Haha. What a way to end the night. Caught me a tree pounder. Fun times. Get this off here and start heading home. All right. Now, as always, I want to thank you for taking time out of your day to actually watch my video. I really, really appreciate it. And like I said earlier, ow, getting bit by mosquitoes. Like I said earlier, if you like me doing these, you know, spur of the moment videos where I'm trying to catch bait for a future trip, hit that thumbs up. If you don't want me doing this, I'm fine with hitting the thumbs down. Leave a comment too. You can leave a comment about either direction. And definitely wish me luck that I can put my future guests on some nice flatheads with whatever bullheads I'm able to catch. Thanks again for watching. Hope to see you next time.